Welcome back. Isaias landed as a hurricane, but then whipped up the East Coast as a tropical storm, leaving a wake of damage in its path. Contessa Brewer joining us now with the impact on the insurance industry. Contessa, good morning to you.
Hi there, Scott. Many insurers are depending more heavily today on video calls with policyholders rather than an army of adjusters responding to a disaster scene. Probably a good thing because it would be an expensive proposition. This storm effects were felt from Florida to New England. Isaias made landfall in North Carolina, as you mentioned, as a hurricane with storm surges. It spawned tornadoes, intense rain, sustained strong wind. The upside here is it didn't last long, but it sure covered a lot of territory. About 100 million people were under watches or warnings. At least 3 million homes and businesses lost power. 6 people were killed. At least 6 states saw tornadoes. I mean, this was really as much a wind event as flooding, which could mean a bigger bill for insurers. In Hurricane Hannah that we just saw in Texas, there was a lot of flooding. 25% of the estimated $400 million in damage from that storm will be covered by the National Flood Insurance Program, according to RMS estimates. Well, this season, for earnings, we've heard insurers report their catastrophe losses, and they're detailing costs related to coronavirus, costs related to civil unrest damage. They will have to now fold in for this quarter wildfires in California, Hurricane Hannah in Texas, and now adding Isaias to that ledger as well, Scott.
Contessa, businesses are the last thing they need to deal with, and many may have even changed their policies because of the coronavirus to lower their premiums, and now they're facing this?
That's right. I mean, what's going to happen is because so many people have been looking for areas to cut, and I just talked to a bus company this week who said he had rolled back coverage for his company in the wake of the pandemic. If you have cut your policy, if you've raised your deductible or cut your cap for your policy, and then the storm rolls through and you have a downed tree or a major damage to your business, we might have owners who are going in and really regretting that they decided to cut those costs. The other thing that I wanted to mention is business disruption insurance. It's something I've been talking a lot about in the wake of coronavirus closures because a lot of business owners were hoping that their insurers would pay out for the closures, and those claims have largely been denied. In this case, if you go in and you have a downed tree, if you have broken glass, if you have some kind of wind damage to your property that prevents your customers from getting in, the good news here is you likely will be covered for business disruption for that physical damage to the property, Scott.
You may have a higher deductible, though, because as typical in hurricanes, that's just the way the policy may be written, correct?
That's correct. And in many states, that deductible may be much higher because it's different for hurricanes. And since this came in as a named storm, that would kick in that hurricane policy coverage.
All right, Contessa, we appreciate it. Contessa Brewer with the latest for us.